the main thing of boating. Take care of the mules. Because the boat wouldn't go without the mules. And if you didn't have the mules, you can't go. I've seen a lot of guys didn't take care of them, feeding them and stuff and other. I always water my mules at good places and fed them. And put the basket on them. If they put it on them, they didn't eat, well, take it off. Some of them go, they didn't want it. I said, you don't want it, eh? I was going to say it. They shake their heads, you know. You take it off. Because that's hot in the summertime, you know.
Get out and put the baskets on them and feed them. And then he'd go like ate you for 3 or 4 more hours. But you had to feed him about 6 times a day, both of them, or 3 of them, whichever we used. We always used 2 on the Lehigh and 3 on the Delaware.
The bells we put on the mules at night, because that way you could tell if the mules were going up the canal or down the canal. And when they walked, the bells would ring. And when the mules were going to run away, this is what they sound like.
We dug a big hole, he shot the mules, he skinned the mules, rolled the body in the hole, covered them up, and it was a place in Whitesport where they sold the hides, see? Some would drive their mules fairly fast, others would take it a little on the easy side, some in between. And, of course, it all meant by the faster they moved, the more money they made by freight charges, see what I mean? They could always get back up to the plant and get another load of freight, which was coal. So some were concerned about making the buck, others maybe weren't too concerned, and they took it a little easier. See, there's about 4 or 5 boats laying down here. The other guy figured out how he'd get ahead of the other boat pulling on in the morning, see? And some wouldn't do that. But some, tomorrow morning, they get out here about 2 o'clock. This lock's open up here. This always is open. This is high water. And we go ahead of Chain Dam. Kessel will be up, and we'll be going. That's the way it went, see? That's the way it was. It was doggy-dog. Yeah, doggy-dog. But the people that boated short trips used to say from up there to east, not a short trip. The mules was always fresh. See what I mean? But now you take, when you boated to Bristol, your mules sometimes boated all night. 24 hours that had the harness on.
They paid you by the further you went. Singley so much a ton, Morrisville was so much a ton, and they paid you up at the paymaster's lock there in Northampton. But the boys, like Frank, he didn't get paid. I didn't get paid either. Well, we had our clothes and our food and everything. But then when Frank quit, Pop gave me $1 a trip. And the first thing I bought was a shotgun.
And I used to get, say, $30. Well, some would pay me $40 a month. Not me. I get 25 cents a month spent. That was my spent. And I didn't know to say nothing. They'd boot me out. So that's the way I was raised. Okay. That's the way I was raised.
William T. Singley right here, he had the bucket. And they had a horse to pull the bucket out and dump the coal. They had 2 men to shovel it in the bucket. But the Leadham and Morrisville and them, they had electric buckets, and 2.5 hours they had the boat unloaded. But if you used the bucket, pull it out, shovel it, and it took you 8 hours.
We had a bucket, see, a very big bucket. They'd pull it down and shovel it in there, and then they'd set it up, then they'd fill it up right, and the thing, take it out and dump it, then come back again. Yeah, I got $10 a boat. That was easy money. You get more now. That's easy money than the...
You eat whatever you wanted to eat. You could buy whatever you wanted. Chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers, baked beans, potatoes, fried potatoes. You always had fried potatoes and eggs for breakfast. Or always had the coffee pot on the stove, but I don't drink coffee, so that's never a word, man.
Howard, what'd you wear when you were working on the canal?
Pardon?
What'd you wear? What kind of clothes?
Well, you wear a pair of overalls and a pair of shirt, but mostly you went barefooted in the summertime. Only time you put shoes on was when you put the mules in the barn so they wouldn't step on your feet.